Welcome to our explainer. We're going to break down exactly how to choose the right and maybe more importantly, the safest stockbroker for your investment journey here in India. Getting into the market is exciting, but there's always that one big question hanging in the air. Who do you actually trust with your hard-earned money? Well, today, we're going to give you the tools to answer that with total confidence. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about your security. Then we'll get into the different kinds of brokers out there. And finally, we'll cover the how, the exact steps to pick the right one for you and make sure they're legit. Let's do it. First things first, before you even think about fancy apps or low fees, we have to talk about the single most important thing for your financial safety, SEBI. Seriously, think of this as your absolute, non-negotiable first step. Just think of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, or SEBI as everyone calls it, as the official security guard for the entire market. They're the watchdog, making sure all the brokers are playing by the rules so you don't have to lose sleep over it. So, what does it actually mean when a broker is SEBI registered? Well, it means they've jumped through a ton of hoops. They've proven they have the right amount of capital, the right infrastructure, and they follow all the rules. They've earned their license to operate. And why is this such a big deal? Well, choosing a registered broker means you get all these crucial protections. Your money is kept in a separate account from the broker's own funds. Their fees have to be totally transparent. And if anything goes wrong, you have a formal system to file a complaint. Without that registration, you're kinda on your own. All right, so now that we're all on the same page about SCBI being an absolute must, let's get into the fun part, the different types of brokers out there. They pretty much fall into three main buckets, and each one is built for a different kind of investor. On one side, you've got your discount brokers. Think of them as the lean, mean, tech-savvy platforms for people who like to do their own research and make their own calls. On the other side, you've got full-service brokers. These guys are like having a guide, offering expert research, advice, and portfolio support for those who want a bit of a helping hand. And then there's this third, really popular category, bank-backed brokers. These are the ones connected to big, established banks. Their main selling point is that all-in-one account, which combines your bank, Demat, and trading accounts for ultimate convenience and a feeling of security. Okay, theory is great, but let's look at some real-world examples. Let's meet a few of the big players in the Indian market right now, so you can see how these different types actually work. And first up, we have to talk about the king of discount brokers, Zerodha. I mean, these guys completely changed the game in India by making brokerage fees incredibly low, which pretty much forced the entire industry to adapt. Now, the thing that is just a total game changer here is the charge for delivery trades. It's zero. Absolutely nothing. That means if you're a long-term investor who buys and holds stocks, you don't pay any brokerage. That can save you a ton of money over time. Next up, let's look at Angel One, which is a perfect example of a hybrid model. It kind of takes the best of both worlds, mixing the low costs of a discount broker with some of the guidance you'd get from a full-service firm. So think about it. You're getting that same amazing low-cost pricing, zero for delivery, a flat 20 rupees for other trades, but you're also getting access to research reports and stock recommendations. For a lot of people, that's the sweet spot. And finally, to represent the bank-backed category, let's look at ICICI Direct. With these guys, the name of the game is trust and security. It's all about the peace of mind that comes with being part of a huge, established bank. And this shows you the trade-off perfectly. You're going to pay higher fees, which are based on a percentage of your trade value, not a flat rate. But in return, you get that seamless 3-in-1 account, really deep research, and sometimes even a person you can call, a relationship manager. Okay, so we've seen the categories and some real-world examples. Now, let's nail down which type of broker is the perfect match for you. Because really, it all comes down to your personal style. So just take a look and see which one of these sounds the most like you. Are you a complete beginner? Then you want something with a simple app and low fees, like Groww or Zerodha. Are you an active trader who needs speed? Then look at platforms like Upstox. If you're investing for the long haul and want that bank-level security, then ICICI Direct might be for you. And if you want advice, brokers like Angel One are built for that.
Okay, this next part is super, super important. Before you sign up with anybody, I don't care how popular they seem or how big their ads are, here's how you can personally double-check that they're the real deal and registered with SEBI.
It's a really simple 4-step check on the official SEBI website. You just go there, find the list of stockbrokers, and search for the company's name. Make sure their status says active. Honestly, it takes less than 60 seconds, but it gives you complete peace of mind. Okay, we are almost there. Let's bring everything we've talked about together into one final, simple checklist you can use to make your decision.
So for any broker you're considering, just ask yourself these 5 questions. 1. Is it SEBI registered? That's the big one. 2. Do the fees actually make sense for how often I plan to trade? 3. Is the app or website easy to use, or is it a headache? 4. Does it have the tools I actually need? And 5. If I have a problem, is their customer support any good? If a broker checks all those boxes for you, you've probably found a winner. At the end of the day, remember this. Your broker is more than just an app on your phone. They're your partner in building wealth. The right one gives you the tools, the platform,